Hey guys, and welcome back to another Hey Crypto. On today's video, we'll be looking at valuing NFTs. So how does one JPEG cost more than another one? How does it work? How can I find the next big NFT, the next big project? Well, I created a checklist to help us with that. But before we start, I decided to do this video on Cardano. And I'm going to look at the tools of what people use to value these, which is websites mainly and social media. So I will choose to do this as mentioned on Cardano because of the huge community, disposable income from staking rewards, less NFT supply and more demand. And because of this, there might be hidden gems that will skyrocket. And looking at the past, there has been huge profits actually with SpaceBuds. SpaceBuds started at like 100 ADA, and now the floor price, which means the minimum, is around 8,000 ADA. And that's for the least rarest ones. The most rarest ones were sold for about 1 million ADA, which is just ridiculous amount. Some were sold for 300,000, etc. So you could have bought one for 100 ADA, which today's price is nearly £100, and sold it for £500,000. It's just crazy. So just like with Ethereum and its first project, CryptoPunks, there will be NFT projects worth hundreds. It's just, hundreds at least, even thousands will be like the most likely thing to do, because a lot of the projects start with a floor price of 40 ADA. 40 ADA is the minimum price that most of these projects have started on, and the reselling websites are reselling them for at least 3 or 4 times that. So even overnight you can make about 3 or 4x, which is a lot better than any trade you could do. Still, it's quite risky. So that's why I've decided to make a quick checklist and find out what are the top things we need to look at in order to determine the value of an NFT. To start off the checklist, it needs to look great. So the art needs to look great and it needs to look original. Secondly, we'll have to look at the team. Has the team released any projects beforehand? So we're looking at SpaceBuds, we're looking at Claymates, we're looking at Zombie Chains, etc, etc. Are they releasing a version 2? So we know that from the version 1 sales that, getting in early will be able to sell, and is a lot riskier than jumping into a brand new project. More risk, more reward, I suppose. But if you want to be less risky, you can do that way. Community. And what I mean by community is how many likes and followers do they have? How many people on their Discord? Do they have a website? How often is their tweets updated, reshared? What's the activity? So you have to look at that, because that's going to be your potential customers if you buy one. Next, we're going to look at the roadmap and updates. So they could be having a long roadmap, and or could be halfway through their roadmap. So you know that they've done a few things that they promised to do. So I always look at a project that's mainly on their, let's say, the 2nd or 3rd month. So then, and it's quite accurate. So they could have said, by month 3 or quarter 3, we would have done X, Y, Z, and looking at it, it's something that actually done. So I would look at that. And then I will look at next is price history and action. So what has been happening over the past weeks or month or days, and has this price been maintained over a certain period of time? And that also leads into what's trending on the recent sales volume. We'll look at those 2 things, and I'll show you how to do all that. Next is the usability. Are they going to be used in a metaverse? With Facebook now launching, launching soon their metaverse, everyone's going to be talking about that. It's pretty much free marketing. So what are the projects on Cardano that will have a metaverse? At the moment, we have on Ethereum, there are several projects including Decentraland and Sand. So those are the two main ones that people are using. So they're using that to put their NFTs, use their NFTs as avatars, as art in their homes, etc., etc. Which leads into gaming as well. Number 8 is gaming. Gaming is quite important. It will bring in a lot of people. And finally, investors and major brands. So what are the investors and major brands that are going to be into it? I left this as last because it's quite rare to have early investors and major brands. I mean, even most of the Ethereum NFTs didn't get investors until quite later on, or like companies buying anything. Like with Decentraland Mana, Atari bought land, but that was like a year or two ago, and Mana's been out since 2017, early 2017 really. So yeah. Okay, so let's go back onto the website and have a look at Cardano. So the first tool I will use is CNFT Analytics. So everything on Cardano, any NFT on Cardano is labeled CNFT, and .io it's mainly what Cardano based websites go on, .io. So if you want to look for an NFT specifically on Cardano, you just have to go on the hashtag CNFT. Okay, so this website is quite helpful because we can go in and see what projects, the top projects that are on the website and the top sales. Click on top projects and we have a list of the rankings. So this is highlighting the rankings of the last week. You can also look at the last month. So on looking at the last month, you can see how a project has grown over time. If we go to all time now, we have Claymates, Space Buds, Pavia, Yummy Universe, Dead Pixel, Zombie Chains, etc. So now if we go to the last month and see how these projects are doing, Pavia's actually gone up since, you know, it was third place and now it's number 1 over the last month. And then we got Chilled Kongs, which is a new project. Boss Cat, Dead Pixels, Claymates is around here, Space Buds, it's around here. So these are the total sales. Also understand the Space Buds spin is the first proper NFT on Cardano with the most sales, and they're quite expensive. That's why the total sales are a lot less, but they still maintain number 8. Go to the past week and we see that Chilled Kongs now is number 1 and Boss Cat Rocket Club is number 2. Pavia is still up here, and etc. Dead Pixels and etc. So okay, let's have a look at Chilled Kongs now. Now if we want to have more of a breakdown, we will click on Chilled Kongs right here, and this will load up their activity over a time period. So this is the time period that it's gone. This little chart is really helpful. And then what we can also do is look at add another project. So if we click add chart, we can look at any project we want to. It defaults to Spacebot, so let's just go with that. If you just click on that, it doesn't do anything. You have to actually press enter. So we'll press enter and you'll add it, and then we can do another one here, add another one, and then look at Pavia, see if it works. Yep, it works. So now it's comparing 3 projects. So now you know these 3 projects, and you can see how they've been performing over the last week. Go back to over the last month and see that, okay, so Pavia has been quite volatile. What is this one? The blue one is Chilled Kongs. Has started off really high and is back to trending upwards. Same with Space Buds. It's trending upwards. Okay, great. So we got these 3, and let's say now we want to buy Chilled Kongs. How do we do it, and how do we know how expensive it should be, or you know, how do we know the prices? Okay, so there's 2 ways to do this. we'll go to CNFT tools. That's the easiest way. And then we will just check, we'll just go in here and go to chilled Kongs. So we'll scroll down. Here we go. Chilled Kongs. Click on that. It will load them up. Okay, so it's organized all of them right here. And it's organized them by rarity first, according to its rarity. Okay, so we'll click on this one, number one. Why is this number one? How can we tell? The way it works is the less percentages means the more rarity an item is. So winter cap is 4%. That's how rare it is. Only 4% will have it. You know, the body 9%, Bordeaux red is 9%. Suspicious eyes is 5%, etc, etc. All these traits is how you value an NFT. So the less the percentages, the more valuable it is, because that's the rarity. So let's close that, and then we will look at okay, so it thinks this is the most rare one. That's not for sale. Now if we look at another one, and we can see this actually looks rarer because the percentages are quite lower, especially the green kimono that it's wearing. So that's how we know the rarity. Sometimes people just try their luck and see how much they can get for it. Sometimes it's not the rarest one. This one's rarity is classic orange suit, astronaut suit, 0.44%. It's probably one of few that have these. Another quick way we can look as well is by searching the traits. So only 28 have a unicorn tiara, etc. So let's click on that and see. They're quite expensive, as you can see. Again, all of these build up. Android, we got one at 69,000. Click on that. The Android body is super rare. There's only one at the moment here. Cold eyes is really rare because it's 0.26%. 6% is even quite rare. No hat, just a brain. So all these add up, and 4 traits is really rare as well. So this is, you know, and it shows you 2 places you can buy it from, CNFT or JPEG store. Go to CNFT. We're here. We see the seller. The latest offer was 10,000 ADA, but these, you know, the seller didn't accept that offer. So this is how you buy it, and you'd connect your wallet to it, and then you could resell it. So somebody got this for probably less than 100 ADA, and is now reselling it for this much. So now if we can go to the Chilled Kong's Twitter page. So there's quite a lot of activity, as you can see. People are really interested. I'm gonna see the official. Is this the official one? Let's see. Yes. Okay. So now if we go back to our checklist, so it needs to look great original. It does look pretty original. Next we'll be looking at the team, community, and yeah, team. Let's just do team and community first. So for team and community, what we have to do is go to their website here. They got 9,000 followers. Okay, which is pretty good. You don't want too many followers, otherwise it gets saturated. You want to be as early as you can. Discord, they got a Discord. Let's see how many members they have. They have 9,700 members. That checks out, and these are the ones that are online. Okay, not bad. Let's go on their website. We'll have a quick look. They have explore, roadmap, frequently asked questions. I remember seeing this quite early. Unfortunately, I didn't actually buy one. So how many collectible Kongs are there? 8,888. Usually you get 10,000 NFTs of the same category. Okay, this is interesting. What's the mint price So the mint price will be fixed at 34 ADA. So look at that opportunity. 34 ADA was the mint price. Mint price means the price that the NFT got started at. 34 ADA. And if we go back to CNFT, we can see how much they're selling from. So 34 ADA to 69,000. So you might be thinking, who's going to buy it for this price? Well, we can go back to our CNFT Analytics. We'll go to our sales, top sales, and this shows actual sale data. Let this load for a minute. Okay, let's go up to the top. So from 34 ADA, you got it for 34 ADA about a month or two ago, or whenever it was released. All you had to do is hold, and someone sold one for 8,000, just like that, from 34 to 8,000. So let's just pretend, just to make things as simple as possible, 1 ADA is £1. Okay, you spend £34 in less than 3 months. From £34 you made £8,000. Now you can't make that from trading. You just can't, you know, it's just not possible unless you buy something like Shiba and waited a year and made ridiculous amount of money, but that's like a lottery ticket. The opposite could be true, but when you think about it, 34 is not a lot of money to lose, but the upside could be high. You know, there's another one here for 5,100. That's actually, so these are the sold data. These are as well the space bots. Space bots were under like around the same price, 40 to 100. That's what most of them start at. And look at the prices now. So the opportunity here are just like, it's just amazing. NFTs, the opportunity of making a lot of money and being part of the community. So let's go back to our checklist and not get too distracted here. Okay, back to our checklist. So we looked at the team. Yep, community we've looked at. Okay, that checks out. The roadmap and updates we'll look at. We just looked at price history and action. Trending and recent sales volume we looked at. So we just need to look at the roadmap and updates. We look at roadmaps and updates. Let's do that. Okay, back to the website. So this was released on the 8th of December. It's not even been a month and someone made 8,000 from 34. So I'll repeat that. $34, 34 pounds, bought a JPEG online for 34 pounds and flipped it for 8,000 in less than a month. Crazy. Okay, compatible wallets are the official wallets: Uroi, Daedalus, Nami wallets. Never ever use Coinbase, as CEX means a centralized exchange like Coinbase, Binance, KuCoin, etc. Your ADA will be lost. So always remember, guys, you need your own wallet with your own key and your own seed phrases that you own. These are the ones that are supported. So any of these will be good. I recommend for beginners to use Nami wallet. It's quite user friendly and easy to use. Okay. What if I send the excess amount of ADA? We'll refund your ADA, but this will start once they finish minting, how NFTs in your wallet, etc. Pool PM is the main website. Okay, so now we want to see the roadmap. Okay, let's quickly go to roadmap. What is a roadmap after all? Okay, so they don't have a strict roadmap, which I would love to see like other projects do. But anyway, from the sales and the sales activity, it seems like a good investment. So when the next one comes up, try and get in. And how will you know when the next one comes up? Well, simply be on their Discord. Discord is always number one, and Twitter as well. If you're on their Twitter and their Discord, then you will get the ADAs. You'll get the NFTs easily, most of the time. The earlier you are, the more likely you're gonna get it. Okay, so I showed you chilled Kongs. Now there's another project called Block Owls as well. That's quite new. I'll refresh this page just to see if they've got the latest data. 5,000 following. This is a project I just missed by accident. I'm I'm really unfortunate. This was 40 ADA for one block hours. I really like the art. Again, it's subjective in the team. I've looked at the roadmap. They've actually got a good roadmap here. Their website's actually pretty good. So drop one Hydra phase 1, build the website. They did that. So this is good because you see the phases, and they've launched. They've done all of this. Just to save time, I'll let you guys look at it on your own time. So explore NFTs. Glitchy owls. Ah, they've got more. Story collection. What is that? Oh, that looks really cool. I'll show you the original ones, the ones I really liked, and then you guys can have a look for yourselves. Where did I go? Yeah, okay. No, it's not Hydra. Is it Hydra? Yes. So I really like this art. It just looked really different. It was 3D, and it's just, I mean, look at that, the heat dispensing, and anyway. And it would tell you the rarity as well, etc. This is a mythic one. And this is how they look. Go to buy. Okay, it says, let's try another website, JPEG Store, and see. JPEG Store is another, again, another JPEG .store, which is actually a really good name. Yeah, so this will show you all the collections, etc. Chilled Kong's volume, zombie chain. This is another way to look at how much ADA volume. So 16.5 million ADA was spent totally on space bots, which is crazy. It's just crazy. When people say that NFTs are going away, they're not. They really aren't. Okay. So sometimes it might not be available. I don't know why it wasn't available on the other website, but okay. Yeah, so here we go. These are quite cheap, but because they're not that rare as well, and it's organized by price. Let's have a look at highest last sale first. Okay, highest last sale was 3,000 for this one. So this is the actual sale. So I'll always check this first before selling high to low, because they'll just put any price that they want to sell it for. And all these people got this for 40 ADA anyway. So again, some go for 40 ADA maybe 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and the highest last sale is 1,200, which is a good amount of profit. Ah, no, 920, and now they're reselling it again. 5,000 and they're reselling it. Wow. Okay. I mean, even if you bought it and you sold it for 400, that's a 10x in no time, you know? So just, you know, it's just amazing. Floor price means the lowest price, volume, owners, etc. items. So sometimes these kind of projects will move up. Now, I want to look at one that has some sort of gaming on it. Another website here is NFT Calendar, and you can use this website. I'll link all of these, and it gives you upcoming projects and what month they'll be released at. So let's go to another project. This is another project called Ugly Bros, and they have a really interesting roadmap. And the difference with here is they want to do a video series at the end of 2022. So video series featuring NFT collection. So this could potentially mean that you will get royalties for having your NFT in their video series. So let's say their video series, I don't know, becomes viral, and someone like Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, etc. purchases it and gets, you know, the first series, etc. You will be able to get royalties because the one you own is featuring, and if the one you own is featuring as a main character, then that's just passive income. You doing absolutely nothing, except that you got lucky and you bought this. Okay, gaming. So let's go back to the website, and there is two gaming ones. Pavia. Create, explore, trade in the first ever Cardano virtual world owned by its users. Now, I'm sure you've seen the land that's been selling a lot. These blocks of land been selling. Land sale 1 sold out. Land sale 2 sold out. Yeah. So you see, this has been selling, and it's been top 3 for a while actually. If we go back here, we're looking at the dates now. Look, they've been selling quite often. We'll look at the these are the top sales, but let's look at top projects. Top projects, Pavia, and it's steadily going up. So this is a longer investment one because the game is not released. So this is one game on Cardano. So remember when Mana was released, Mana was like trading for a few pennies. It got up to, I think it got up to 34 in 2017, and that's quite high. Again, this is another game, Conocopius. Let me refresh and see the website. The island awaits. Play to earn. Build to earn and learn to earn blockchain-based game where players can be rewarded with and or own land, properties and other NFT-based assets with real-world value, all by playing a game. It's fun and safe metaverse. Okay, let's pretend that we're convinced, etc. Actually, before I do that, always look at the community. So let's see the Twitter. How many people they got on Twitter? 27,000. Wow. And Discord, they even got a Telegram. Wow, amazing. Discord, they've got 14,000 members and 3,800 members. So you see that that's something that's quite important. Close this. Are they quite, do they quite update? Yeah, January 4th, January 3rd. Yeah, they're updating stuff. Okay. So this will be released soon. Don't know exactly when, but you can buy the NFTs. Let's see. NFT marketplace. Our marketplace is coming soon. So you can imagine as soon as this launches, people will be buying it and then reselling it straight away, because there's people who just want to make a quick buck. There are others who would want to invest. People do half and half, so they would sell some and keep some and see how this thing goes. And because of the large community, I see it going, you know, to really high prices. White paper, have a look. It's a nice proper white paper. We've got island goals. We've got the market, product, gameplay. Okay, so this looks really good. Governance team. Okay, so going to our interesting little list, checklist. Go back to checklist. So it needs to look great, original. It looks pretty good. Team is big, community is large, nice roadmap with updates. Price history is not there yet because it's not been released. It's trending sort of, yeah. No recent sales volume, so this isn't number 6 isn't really filled, but you know, it's got potential. Usability, metaverse, yep. Gaming, yep. And I'm sure investors and major brands will be on this game because already, you know, they've got a huge following already, so why not? Go to the about page, founding team. This is what I really like to see, actual people, not just images of an NFT, a LinkedIn that you can actually visit and verify the background of the person. So I mean, this is really important to me, and I think this should be really important to you as well. because you can look back and see all of these links are here. It's very transparent. So with these assets, they're all really risky. So NFTs, are really risky. And I would always, ask anyone to do as much research as they can. And you can see from here that they have attracted a CEO of Atari former CEO of Atari is their advisor. You can look at the LinkedIn, Twitter, etc. Transparency is really important. And the great thing about this is that it checks almost everything apart from the sales. The sales could be huge, and I think they might be. Looking from this, I think this is the least riskiest project to invest in at the moment, when you can do, because they have a lot of partnerships already. They have advisors and partnerships. Okay. Yeah. So I would just like to say that this project has pretty much filled my checklist requirements, and I would recommend it. So if you're interested in this, again, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy on YouTube. No one can give you financial advice online because everyone's got their own set of circumstances. You could be single, you could be married, you could have kids, mortgage, no mortgage, you could be living at home with parents. Everyone's situation is different, so never ever take any financial advice from anyone online. I hope you guys understood this, and I hope you guys learned something today. I know the information's been quite a lot today. We went through CNFT Analytics. We went to the CNFT tools, which shows us the rarities, and you do this again, a quick summary by their traits and percentage. The lower the percentage, the rarer they are. Buying them on CNFT.io, and also visiting their Twitter for their social medias, visiting their website for more information on drops and the mint prices. Mint pricing meaning the initial price of what the release price. Just think of it as a release price. Mint means release price. Websites, another one. JPEG Store is another way to buy, another marketplace. So these are called secondary marketplaces. JPEG Store, JPEG.store, and CNFT.io are secondary marketplaces. The primary marketplaces are their own websites. Usually their own websites that are selling them for 34 ADA. Or sometimes they do a quick partnership where you could buy them through CNFT.io. So these are primary and those are the secondary. Okay. NFT calendar, which is can be helpful as well, but Twitter is more helpful, I find. Looking at roadmaps, we looked at that. We looked at metaverse and land, gaming, and anyone surrounding it, the founders. This is really important. I can't stress how important this is. You're investing money, you want to know who's, where you're putting your money in. So I would say that this is the list, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please make sure to like and comment on this video. It was a long one, but I really think it was worth it, and I really hoped you guys learned something. I think looking at this list will be really beneficial for you guys, and if you could screenshot it and save it, and when you're doing your research again, make sure you guys understand that NFTs, yes, they can be life-changing, of course, but they're quite risky, and to mitigate all risks, you need to have a plan. This could be your plan, and then from then on you can do your research. I chose Cardano because I really believe in the project, and I really think that this will go somewhere. It's based on scientific approach, it's built from the start, and it really reminds me of how Ethereum was at the start, but better. And by that I mean that there's just going to be an explosion of projects soon, and me personally, I think Cardano will go a long way and it's a long-term project. So thanks guys again for watching. I hope you have a great day, and if you learned something, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if you have any questions, I'm always here for you. Peace.